No pukesters helping me to the left, and no pukesters helping me to the right. Didn't need them then, don't need them now.
You are the ex-champion, Hogan.
Now this is the way, Tony and David, that you do the figure four leg lock.
What? Hit foot North Carolina. Come on and raise up. Take your shirt off. I'm not going to do that. Just it around your hair. It's running like a helicopter. Tournament time, Dre. Tournament time. I know we're here to talk wrestling, but god damn it, I love this time of year.
I love it when we get down to like who's good.
Well, but the fun thing about this, like, we're recording this. It is Thursday. The first games are happening right now. The fun thing about this is you get those upsets. You get those like little shitty schools that, you know, Cinderella just knocks someone off. I'm here for it. Fun story. I won't take long on this. When my son was born 7 years ago, almost to the day, we're 5 days past his birthday. Very long birth, right? I was tired, obviously, but my wife was tired as well because she did all the work. But once he was finally born, he was put in the NICU. And I remember going back to the room after a while in the NICU, and there was a game on. And it was Virginia playing. Virginia was the number one seed, one of the number one seeds that year. And they lost to a 16. And this was the first time that had ever happened. But I was like, am I really just so tired that I'm like seeing this? Like, I thought I was losing my shit. So I just laid on that little shitty, you know, bed that's made of like this thick of wood, the chair that folds out into a bed, laid down and went to sleep. My wife went to sleep, woke up. No, it actually happened. So anyways, long story short, love this time of year. A lot of cool things happen. I just need my Girl Scout cookies, and my wife is picking those up from the people we bought them from, which, by the way, one more thing before we get into wrestling. Okay, I'm going to say this kind of quiet. Nobody's here to hear it, but if I buy Girl Scout cookies from said child, I feel like they should deliver. Am I wrong with that?
Well, here's the thing, man. I can't relate. Why? Because I got mine sent to my door. I ordered through their little app thing. I actually went through my friend, DJ Rocklips, his daughter did some cookies, and it got shipped to me. They didn't even deliver them. You could do the delivery route, right, from the Girl Scout, right, straight from the pusher, the cookie pusher himself or herself.
Herself in these cases, yeah.
Yeah. But nah, man. Here's a little Venmo, and it got directly shipped to me 5 weeks before the people that get them hand delivered to them.
So what you're telling me, because in the past they've just been delivered, but we went through a new person, wife's friend, you know, has a daughter. Blah, blah, blah. It sounds like next year we're going through E-Rock as long as his child is still in the Girl Scouts.
Yeah, what it sounds like to me is you need to get your John Cena on and be like, F them kids. And
yeah, exactly. You all have problems.
Exactly. How's your Tar Heels doing, though?
The Tar Heels have had a very rough season. They were the last team technically selected to the tournament. They were in the play-in on the 11 seed. They beat the brakes off of San Diego State, and they're pissed. We're pissed. As a fan, as a contingency, I can speak for the fans. We're pissed that they don't deserve to be there. Actually, we do, and we are. And the game is, as we're recording this, tomorrow. But I figure I just rep, you know what I'm saying, and hopefully get that dub tomorrow. Bang, 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 bang. North Carolina. Elliot Cadeau, shout out to that guy. Seth Trimble, RJ Davis. Let's go, baby.
Every time I see a Tar Heels jersey, it kind of scares me a little bit. I get a little...
Why?
Because I lived in Portland. In Portland, it's divided by northeast, south
and west, like a lot of places. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, but they call it Northeast Portland, right?
Oh, okay, got you.
These are actual terms, right? Like West Valley. You know what I mean, and on the north side of Portland, there was the Crips, right? They had the Crips over there, and theirs was the NC for the North Crips, right?
Oh, okay.
And so they used the Tar Heel blue, and you would have Tar Heel blue all over the high school. And yeah, those guys were not the nicest.
That's tough growing up as a kid, as a fan of a team. You know what I mean? Like, so many teams, merch or just like shirts or whatever are used by gangs, and it's like I don't do that. I am, this is not me, but I'm a Cincinnati Reds fan. That's why I have this hat. Or St. Louis Cardinals. Like, yeah, there's a lot of gangs that wear Cardinal stuff.
Every
But it's
time I
like,
see you with that Cardinals hat on, I'm like, man, my man's a big blood.
yeah, banging on these blocks, son.
How was your son's 7th birthday?
It was great. It was really good. Took him to this like little play place indoor. I don't know. It's called, I think, Uptown Jungle or something like that. A lot of kids showed up. Turned out really good. But wouldn't you know it, Sunday evening, I'm like, goddamn kids, petri dish nasties. So I caught a little cold. But compared to yesterday, I feel a lot better. Went to boxing this morning, got that in. Shout out to my guy Ace over there at Rumble. Boxing in Riverton. And yeah, the party was great, though. The party was great. He had a great time. So many Legos. He's already put together 2 boxes. So good times.
That's awesome. I was just telling my chiropractor, right? Because you have these evaluations. It's like, yo, what's your goal, Dre? What do you want to do? 1, I want to be able to walk straight. But 2, I want to get back to boxing. So when you said boxing, I'm like, yeah, man. Hopefully by my birthday, hopefully by June, July-ish, I'm able to take some more boxing classes. So I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, you'll be able to do it. I know you will. You know what I'm saying? Come up to Rumble. Come to Rumble with me,
I feel like I'm cheating if I go to Rumble.
Why?
Because, man, my heart's in Dior Boxing in Bluffdale, Utah with Coach Milo and Coach Dad.
That's such a drive, though. Shout out to Dad Milo, but that is a drive, bro. Bluffdale.
It is deep. Pause. But you're gonna come. I'll do a workout with you at Rumble. You'll come to Dior, and not to put no competition, but I want you to.
Well, they're very different. They're very different.
Yeah, it's very different. Did you hear the news? Did you hear the rumblings in the wrestling universe?
No.
Was Sting,
maybe I did. I don't know. What are you referring to?
Sting had put in a request with AEW because he's still in the AEW contract to induct Lex Luger at the WWE Hall of Fame.
Oh, great! I thought you were going to say he wanted to come back to WWE, but that's awesome.
Well, I mean, who knows? I mean, Sting is still in shape. He's in that Edge rated R shape.
Yeah, you're right. He is, yeah.
But so it wouldn't surprise me if Sting was like, "Let me do one more for the WWE. Let me do one more.
Let me get my go home match."
Exactly. Yeah. But that's the rumor. AEW is contemplating on letting Sting come and induct Lex Luger into the WWE Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
What's your thoughts there, man? You think it would be cool to see that happen, or is there somebody better than Sting that could induct Lex?
I think Sting's the guy, honestly. Now, if they let that happen, who knows? But I mean, him and Sting have such a history together. His time in WWE was very short, right? I still remember, what was he? Oh man, see, foggy brain right now. But the narcissist Lex Luger originally, when he showed up in WWE, he had the girls holding the mirrors and he was flexing. And then the bionic elbow that he had when he was on the Lex Express and slammed Yokozuna. That American hero. And then he dipped, went right back to WCW and showed up like the day of or the next day or whatever in that mall. And I think it was the first episode of Nitro.
But those guys, when you think about WCW, at least to me, when I think of WCW, when you put that logo, he's one of the faces that I tie with the WCW brand.
Oh, no doubt. Him, yeah. WCW, you think Luger, you think Sting, Flair. Even though Flair had a solid run in WWE for such a short, later, once they bought him out, had the run then, but like previously, yeah. Those are the 3 guys that I think about when I think WCW, and then you get into NWO because that was so big, but like old school WCW, it's those guys.
Diamond Dallas Page. Have you seen his series, Diamond Dallas Page and Lex? He's been working with Luger to try to get him to walk again.
I saw. I haven't seen like the shows or if there are shows, but I have seen a couple of clips, like when Cody let Lex know that he was going to be inducted. Yeah, he was doing that DDP yoga, trying to get my dad on that DDP yoga, and I need to start doing some DDP yoga this morning. Notice like my shoulder mobility is trash on this side, so I got to get something going. But yeah, Lex stood up and hugged Cody. I was like, oh wow, I didn't think Lex could walk. He's had a really rough time. You know, the whole thing that happened with Elizabeth, like that's such a dark time. But Lex was a monster, man. I feel like he's one of the greats, but he's just like that second tier, right?
Yeah.
Like you're never going to put him with someone like HBK or Ric Flair or Undertaker, but he's
Giant.
right there underneath that.
Yeah, I agree, 100%, man. Great. It's really cool that, and I was just telling the wifey this because they had the the Grand Opera venue. It's a historic country venue. It's
The
kind of
Grand Ole Opry.
yeah. That's what I
Mm.
said. Oh, I said Opry.
Mhm.
They had the show last night. I think they were celebrating 100 years, and they had one of their country legends, something Jackson. Maybe it's Alan Jackson. I don't know. Something Jackson. And I guess this man had a really bad stroke, but he's still alive, right? He's still coherent. He actually
Alan Jackson had a stroke?
I don't know if it's Alan Jackson. It's something Jackson.
Way down yonder on the Chattahoochee. It gets warmer than a hoochie's coochie. Go ahead, that's
Yep, that's him.
okay. Yeah.
He's
I don't know
saying-
many country songs, but I know that one.
He's saying hoochie coochie last night.
Yeah, okay.
And I was sitting there and they did a remembrance, right? Like not a remembrance, but just like paying
Like
homage to him, right?
Yeah.
And I was sitting there, I was telling her, I was like, man, it's really cool that he gets to have these memories before he goes, you know? And it's the same thing with Lex. Like Lex isn't getting any younger, and obviously his health isn't the best. So I'm just sitting there like, man, it's really cool that he gets to experience this with the people that appreciate him before he goes on to the next thing, you know?
Yeah. Who are the other inductees so far? I know Hunter.
Triple H, and then what's her name? Not Sable. Oh, see, you put me on the spot. This it's a woman.
Taker's wife.
Yes. What's her name? Nicole something? I forget.
Wow, bro.
Yeah.
We watched this. Michelle McCool.
Yeah.
McCool. Wonder who else they'll announce, because usually it's like 5 people.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. What if it
I also heard they are doing a roast afterwards
from your favorite guy?
Tony Hinchcliffe, which
Yes.
wow, way to rebound off the whole Puerto Rico thing. Maybe our guy Damien will come through and just power bomb him off the stage. Damian Priest. Boricua! Bow!
he gets there's definitely going to be some type of Boricua type of, you know, they got to play on it. Man, we're less than a month away from WrestleMania 41. Matter of fact, a month from today, April 20th, we'll be watching night 2.
Crazy. I can't wait. We need some more matches, but I can't wait.
I think we need to start obviously with probably one of my favorite promos that I've seen in a very long time was John Cena, Cody Rhodes. We finally get the face-to-face. But before we get there, Wonder, I wanted to talk to you a little bit about NXT.
Ready to be the next big thing out of Utah.
Man, I love watching Camp Leo play.
Pack the house with his fans here. Julian's as tough as they come. He's always looking for the next toughest challenge out there.
This is where you do not want to be with Camp Leo.
Teague Vigil!
Nico Broswell, crumbling combination thrown. These last few fights have just been impressive. I got a temple now, baby.
Okay, let's do it.
My nights with NXT have been getting a lot of fun, man. It's been nice watching some of these NXT matches. One, because I like to see these up and comers, and then obviously with TNA going over there and seeing the cross between the two, it's really dope.
Right.
One of my favorite women wrestlers right now is Sol Ruca. I really like Sol Ruca. She is she was a D1 athlete at the University of Oregon.
Okay. Now it all makes sense.
All right. The University of Oregon. And she's on this run right now where she is going after the U.S. women's title. Well, she had a chance to take on our women's U.S. women's champion, Chelsea Green.
Bang, bang.
I got to admit, though, there is levels to this.
Yep.
There are levels to this, and Sol Ruca unfortunately showed why Chelsea Green is where she is. You know, there was a couple missed opportunities. There's a couple cutters that she missed, and obviously Chelsea Green capitalized. But I think there are some glimpses of hope for Sol Ruca. I think she will in the next few, maybe in the next few years, she'll be able to make a run to the women's main roster if that's something that she wants. Similar to what Stephanie Valkyrie wanted, right? Stephanie Valkyrie had the opportunity to go to main roster. she stayed where she's at. And now she holds 2 titles.
Yeah.
And the people love her. She's so over right now. It's really cool.
I had sent you. I want to pull it up because I don't want to say the wrong name here, and because I don't watch a ton of NXT, but there was a backstage segment from a couple of gentlemen, the Dark State, which I understand what it feels like, and again, I haven't watched NXT. I did catch the was it Oba Moose match? I did watch that. I loved it. But the dark state, dark side, dark state.
Yep, Dark State.
I understand they're like, kind of infiltrating NXT, which is a dope, and I love those storylines. But these guys backstage, when they were talking, holy smokes. Yes, I understand it's developmental, but it was like these guys had never spoke before. And when we take over NXT, there's not going to be anybody left. I told you, me and your son, I don't know if your son told you this, Tavian, he's just started cutting promos on me out of nowhere the other day. I'm sitting here and I get like 4 videos. I'm like, what the hell? So I start cutting them back on them. But Tavian's promos were better than these guys. No disrespect, because they're they're athletes and they have some work to do. Anyway.
Yeah, they're developing. The cool thing about where NXT is that there's only up, right? There's not super high expectations until you get to guys like Trick Williams and Oba Fleming going face to face.
Yeah.
Trick saying he wants that NXT championship. And then you get Javon that says, yo, Trick, we have unfinished business, homie. And then we get this huge brawl. So there's no expectation for NXT, at least in my opinion. But when you get to the higher, those guys that really could cross over, but it's just unfortunate that the main roster is so stacked right now.
Yeah.
Like Trick, maybe a few years ago, Trick, maybe 7, 8, 10 years ago would have been, hey, cool, your time.
Oh,
but
he's
now,
there, yeah.
And now it's like, dude, man, there's wait your turn. Gotta wait in line. I mean, look at where Carmelo Hayes is at, right? Carmelo Hayes, he's wrestling with one of the greatest of all time with Randy Orton, but it's like, that's it. You're just kind of just taking bumps, homie.
Yeah. Yeah, and he'll have his time. They all get that at some point, but yeah, Dark State, just a couple promo classes. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe they could take a John Cena class. What was your thoughts of Brussels?
Sometimes I'm like, man, these crowds are just so much better than our crowds here in these states. And then other times I'm like, could you just let the wrestlers talk for a moment and not try to get famous yourselves? Like, shut the hell up. But they were amped. I want to get your thoughts on Cena's promo, and then I'll give you mine. But I'm curious to hear what you thought of it.
Well, there was a lot of anticipation, right? There was anticipation of what's he gonna sound like, what's he gonna look like, what's the aura of John Cena gonna be. I went as far to be like, yo, he's getting rid of the jorts and he's gonna bring on some cargo shorts. I had this whole vision. I thought he was gonna be No Limit, early 2000s. You know what I mean? But
yeah,
nothing. We get the regular old John Cena. Yeah, we get the do, and then Brussels is like, John Cena sucks.
Yeah,
John Cena sucks. And I was like, wow, this is incredible. So John Cena comes in, he even has the Brussels themed shirts, and he comes out, he spits his truth. He spits his truth saying, yo, I've been doing this for y'all forever. I'm gonna do it for me now. Like it's my turn.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it was something that I did not expect, but it is something that makes total sense. And I think this is a cool way that he can blend between being a heel, but then also having some empathy as well. You know what I mean? Like, I think that there is a part of the people that think that John Cena sucks. John Cena is a traitor. John Cena is a bootlicker. I think there's a part of people that are like, he actually has a point. He has been doing it for us forever. Like, maybe this is his time to really just take the bull by the horns, aka Rocky, right? Maybe John Cena is using Rocky. But that's kind of my initial thoughts was, wow, I didn't see that coming, but I get it. I understand it.
I want to unpack a few things. So I was happy that he kept the same music. Love that Jake one. We need to post this on the Figure 4 Instagram. Really dope video of Jake one showing how he made that beat, which if you don't know, Jake one, really great hip hop producer. Glad they kept that. He came out, he was just walking. I loved and I hated that promo at the same time. I loved it because we finally get a heel John Cena. I hated that he had said things like, well, you never have been in my corner. And yeah, there's been like the John Cena sucks chance, but like legitimately, John Cena's been the biggest star in WWE for like 20 plus years. Even when he comes back, people are hyped now. So that didn't make a ton of sense. Like you could go back to the Summer of Punk when people were booing and cheering him. Sure. I felt like something huge was left out of his promo. And that was essentially just like, why did he go with Rocky? Like he said nothing about Dwayne. Nothing about the final boss. There was nothing. So I didn't like that. We also obviously have time. And I believe he's going to be on a couple more Raws / SmackDowns before Mania. But I want to know why. He still could have been a heel. He could have turned heel and not joined with Rocky. So we didn't get that answer. I loved when Cody came out, the way the lighting was. All the light, like there's a picture on Instagram. I'll have to find it. All the lights on Cody. Whoa, that part.
Yeah.
And John's just sitting there in the dark. And it just is like, wow, that's a cool picture.
Mm-hmm.
But it left some to be desired for me, just because like he was like he's been the top guy, and since he's went part-time and came back, like the fans love him. Like you don't get anyone booing John Cena the last like 4 or 5 years. Like you just don't. You did with the Summer of Punk. You did John Cena sucks. You had that in the past. Again, getting over a cold. My professionalism. I will let you know that again if I cough. But I just wanted a little bit more out of the promo, and I didn't get it. I'm still excited for this. Like this match is this the biggest match we've had? Like from everyone's going to be watching standpoint?
Yes. Is it the match is it going to prevail though? Is it going to live up to the hype? And that's what I'm worried about. I'm worried about that living up to the hype. Yeah. You said something really good about needing more answers, right? Yes. I felt this way about a lot of things, including the bloodline. I feel like there's this lingering thing about the bloodline that isn't even finished yet.
Yeah.
Right? And this is a European tour. It almost feels like a John Cena tour rather than a European tour. Yeah. But they are scheduled to meet under the lights for Monday Night Raw this upcoming Monday, the 24th at Glasgow, Scotland. Now, I think we will get more answers, but I'm curious to see, are we going to get more answers from just John Cena, or is Rocky going to speak up for John?
That's the other thing too. Rocky is such a big part of this storyline. Are we not going to see him until they come back to the States?
I don't think we can. I think there's a lot of money being put in Europe, and I think Rocky has to pull up.
You think so?
But
I hope so.
We're in the age right now in this Paul Levesque era where there is no surprises. So if we don't see an announcement, if we don't see an announcement, I doubt Rocky shows up. I mean, they're already announced that Cody and Cena are going to be there on Monday. So I hope we get answers soon, but I just feel like it's a slow burn. We got less than a month now. These next 4 weeks, 3 weeks are going to be slow burn, but I think we're going to get a lot of intensity.
Yeah, I do need Rocky at least 1 or 2 more times before Mania. I don't want it to be like the go home show before Mania. I don't want to just have Rocky then. We need some more.
And Cody Rhodes wants to wrestle John Cena, not this whiny bitch.
Yeah, that was great.
That's so good.
He's throwing around the expletives quite a bit. That Cody Rhodes.
Well, Cody Rhodes, when you going mic for mic with John Cena, who is a rapper, we've seen him freestyle. We've seen him go off the top of the dome. He gives a good promo. He's spitting facts. There's no fumbles. He's spitting from the heart. He says, "Yo, including that kid right there," and it pans to the kid, and the kid looked stale.
Look like Bobby Hill.
That kid looked stuck. That kid looked like for real.
Yeah.
But for that to happen, all those great things in that promo to happen, and then Cody Rhodes to flip the script and literally put it right back on him. I don't think there was a loser in this promo.
No, I don't think so either. If you're just going bar for bar, I think it was solid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, solid promo. I'm excited. The one thing that I did note on here that was weird to me is that there was no exit music.
Yeah. Maybe they went over and they just had to get out. I don't know.
It's Netflix. There ain't no over. Well, I guess the building probably, maybe, right?
No. I mean, they still show ads though.
Oh, that's true. Yeah,
I'm sure they get paid to show ads at certain times.
That's true. I really enjoyed the Penta Ludwig Kaiser no holds barred match. That was fun. Big chair shots. You know, it's a weird thing that they're doing with Penta, where they're letting him do some head chair shots. Those are illegal?
I know. Yeah, those haven't been a thing in a long time. I thought the match was great. I loved even more what he said afterwards.
Mm-hmm. Saying
we have a path.
Weird, right? Before we even get the Intercontinental match, anything with the Intercontinental match, he lets it be known that Breaker, I'm coming for you.
Yeah, which kind of ruined. I mean, we all knew Breaker wasn't losing that match to Finn, but at the same time, just say like, "Hey, I'm going after whoever wins tonight." Like that would have been better, but it's minor things. We all knew Breaker was winning.
Yeah. Which was cool, man. We got the lead up to the feud with Finn and Dominic, I'm assuming, or Finn leaving the Judgment Day, where Dominic cost Finn Balor again an opportunity to win the title. Which Finn could.
And he invited Penta to the fucking squad.
Yes.
Yeah.
Even though Penta would never.
No. But it'd be dope if he did, though. I'd love the all purple and black. That'd be kind of hard.
I want to start a new drinking game. Monday Night Raw. Every time Penta goes Cielo, Miedo, you got to take a shot.
Okay.
My man Cielo
does it when he walks out as soon as he gets in the ring. Yeah. And now that he generally opens up the show, I would be drunk before the first match was over. So
yeah,
got a low tolerance over here.
There was a botch. There was a couple botches on Monday. One coming from Mr. Yeet himself, came up a little short over the top.
That's your future champion that you want. Okay.
That is our future champion. All right. Now he's our future champion. So here's the thing. I fell into a little Twitter wormhole, and there was a lot of slander. This is your future champion. This is who Paul's pushing right now. And it made me think, if Jay watches the internet, this could really hurt his mental. This could really make him doubt himself. There's already a bunch of doubters. This could make him doubt himself even more. Not good.
Well, I'll save it. I'll save it until we do our preview show. But
okay.
Yeah.
Another botch. Mommy not hitting the right spot on the table, or was it Bianca not laying in the right spot on the table?
Or maybe the table just wasn't, what do they call it? Gimmicked? It wasn't gimmicked correctly.
They didn't pre-cut it. Not like on SmackDown with New Day. The table cutting guy was like, I went a little too deep for the New Day.
Yeah.
Let's not do it too much. But Rhea, mommy says, y'all, I'm gonna sign my name in this contract that has nothing to do with me.
Exactly. Who's gonna be the heel in this thing? Because you need a heel. You need one of them to be a heel.
Bianca.
Is she?
Mommy, you can't. They tried to make Rhea a heel.
Is Rhea going to be like the tweener? Io's the baby face for sure, and then Bianca's the heel? Like, do we just find out Bianca sent Naomi to beat up Jade? Is that what's going to make her a heel?
Or if they want Io to go back to being heel, she gotta bring Asuka to help her win this title at Mania.
Mm-hmm.
Damage control.
Which, interestingly enough, Penta, Breaker, they're both faces. I mean, they wanted Breaker to be a heel, but he's not.
Mm-mm.
Are we in a new era where it just doesn't matter what you are?
The people decide, bro, and they rolling with it.
Yep.
That's the match everybody wants to see anyway, though, right? Like Breaker Penta is fun. You know, you can even say the same thing with would you even call Jacob a heel though? Like I feel like Fatu.
I mean, he was, and then when he started talking, no.
So it's like him and Strowman. That's heel or that's face.
Yeah.
You know, so maybe you're right. Maybe this is a new era where we get to see more face.
Yeah, just people fighting. Just put them together.
Slobber knockers.
Yes.
Who's going to be the tag team partner for Jay when he faces Down Under this upcoming Monday?
Big Jim.
Is this where we see the reuniting of the Usos?
Maybe. I don't know who it would be. That was just my first thought when I saw that was happening. Like, why not? And because it kind of feels like Jim's over there just going for the U.S. title, and it's not really working out, and he could use they could use each other.
But does that take any shine away from the singles run from Jay?
Maybe it just adds to the story of when Jay loses that title, or doesn't win the title, rather, not loses it. Or maybe WWE's like, yep, we're putting the title on him. Jimmy Jay. Oh, I was there to help you, brother. Give me a shot at that belt. No yeet. No yeet. And to me, Jimmy is, to me, Jimmy's the better all-around guy. And I've always thought that, even when they were a tag team. Jay is so over, it doesn't even matter. But to me, Jimmy is like a better total package.
I'm not mad at it. A lead up to what? SummerSlam? Or after?
Maybe SummerSlam, yeah. Or, yeah, SummerSlam would be cool. Even though you'd think they'd have to let Gunther get his lick back, but I don't know.
I hope Gunther doesn't. It kind of feels like Gunther's been lost in the shuffle of a lot of these stories.
He's a champion, and that's his story.
But he's not doing nothing. He hasn't done nothing with that damn belt.
What do you got to do? What do you got to do? He has a match against Jay. He's terrorizing Jay. So you're getting me all worked up. I'm going to cough.
It's not enough.
Go on mute there. Also, is that satin or silk? Those sheets. Those sheets. The way the light's hitting them, it seems like you're getting ready to film something else after this.
It's silk.
Okay. All right.
I'm a little door open. I'm a little door open. American Made. This Lucha. It's Finn, right? I mean Phoenix, right? Like,
well, I thought that's what it was when they did the whole double one, but this last time it was for sure Gable. Like it was him this last time. But the first time, it wasn't him. I sent you the picture. It was not him.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Man.
That was a weird interruption.
Yeah.
That was the quietest that Brussels was that whole night. And it was weird and awkward. And I don't think they really realized that how the crowd was gonna react to this. I say rip the mask off. Let's find out who this guy is. Let's move this forward.
Yeah, for sure. You know, they were all getting their beers in Brussels, so.
Okay, Raw. You feel good about Raw? Anything else that you wanted to touch on Raw that we missed?
I don't think so. I mean, we get the Rollins promo. I think I'm good. I think I'm good.
Nothing for St. Patrick's Day either. Which was
they totally blew it. Like I sent you the thing. Sheamus was on Pat McAfee, and they just cut him off because he was hammered and he was just drinking in a pub. And I was like, oh, they'll have him at, tonight. But I was like, no, nothing.
Nothing. The most St. Patrick's Day we got was Seth Rollins' attire. That's it.
Yeah.
That was the only green I seen. I don't know if there's an issue with Brussels and the Irish. I don't know. But I was expecting to see some type of Irish something. Do something for St. Patrick's. Have fun. Do something.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Yeah.
SmackDown. My notes from SmackDown. Gunther getting worked by Spain's very own NXT Axiom. That was cool. Gunther getting worked by Axiom. Gunther did not expect Axiom to whoop his ass. Axiom, nobody knows what he looks like, but he beat the shit out of Gunther.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, okay.
There you go.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
What's next?
Street Profits get their gold finally. So Street Profits are our new tag team title holders. Don't know how they're gonna really elevate the tag team division right now.
I think they've been a great tag team. Like, just let's get some other good tag teams in there and I know they're like, Motor City Machine Guns or whatever, and we've got these other guys, but can we just get some good tag teams?
Yes.
Even if we have to put like 2 stars together that are in the middle of nothing, like let's just do it.
Bring the Hardy Boys. Bring the Hardy Boys. I want the Hardy Boys. Dun 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 dun.
Would you be Matt or Jeff in this situation? You and I. Are you Matt or Jeff?
I feel like I'm Jeff.
You do?
I feel like I've done more drugs than you in my life.
You're probably right. And yeah, you're probably right.
Delete.
Yeah.
It's over. Paul Heyman says we're getting Roman Reigns this Friday night at SmackDown, which includes, they just announced, obviously, Seth Rollins said he wants to talk to both CM Punk and Roman. So we're going to see all 3 of them this Friday night in, where's it at? Not Spain. We just left Spain. Regardless, we're going to be seeing those 3 talk this Friday night.
I don't know where they're at Friday. Let's make this happen.
Is this where the official announcement that we're getting a triple threat for Mania?
Has to be. Has to be. What kind of fun stipulation can we put on it? I don't know yet, but
no holds bar. It has to be no disqualification.
Or maybe they find a way to make this like a number 1 contenders match for whoever wins at Mania as a number 1 contender for Cody or John Cena. But maybe not, because that doesn't feel right. Because when we get Backlash in St. Louis, we're getting Randy against whoever the champ is. So
yeah, we'll make that announcement. We'll get our triple threat match. Yeah, cool. Let's see. Randy Orton almost punts the head off of Carmelo Hayes, but I say by KO. We're gonna get this punt. This punt is gonna happen. And it's gonna happen on KO.
I'd be so afraid to take that bump. Like, I mean, is that what you call it, a bump when they kick you in the head? I'd be terrified to even, I'm sure Randy protects everybody, but God.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and that's why I think KO is the only person dumb enough to take it.
Yeah, you're probably right.
I would not be lining up to be like, yo, come kick me in the head. Yeah. RKO, I'm cool to RKO. If JD McDonough could take it from 30 feet high, I'm sure you'll be all right just to take an RKO.
Yeah.
Let's see who else. What else? McIntyre beats the brakes off of Damian Priest.
Yeah, I'm in for that. That's going to be fun. That Mania match. Let's do it.
Scotland. That's where they're at on Friday.
Yeah,
Glasgow.
So are they Friday and Monday?
Or maybe it's just Monday.
I don't remember. Either way, they're in Europe somewhere.
Yes. Yeah, Priest, McIntyre heating up. Shinsuke trying to find a way in there. I can honestly probably do without another triple threat.
Yeah, we don't need multiple triple threats.
Throughout the whole night, though, it seemed like Tiffany Stratton was beating the brakes off of Charlotte Flair.
Yeah, they're really I'm actually very excited for that match.
I don't see Tiffany losing. I think Tiffany's gonna win.
I don't know. I mean, it's Charlotte Flair, bro.
Yes, but Tiffy time.
Yeah.
She sat down for too long, man. She had that belt.
Yeah.
And that huge swanton bomb off of the stage. That chick is crazy, man.
Mm-hmm.
That's a huge leap.
It's terrifying. Yeah. I don't even like jumping off the bed anymore.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
All my kids are doing that now.
Oh.
Yeah. I'm like, as a kid myself, when I was a kid, I didn't even think about jumping off of the dresser onto the bed was going to hurt anything. But now as a dad, I'm like, yo, you're going to fall. We're living on the 4th floor in our building. It's like, yo, you're going to fall out the window. What are you doing?
Fall out the window. You're going to break the bed. You're going to kick off and push the dresser. It's going to fall over. All kinds of bad things can happen.
All the bad things. All right, Wonder. Who do you got for Wrestler of the Week?
You got your shot ready? Cero Mero. Our guy Penta. Essentially because really great match with Ludwig Kaiser. And then we get some answers into what he's doing next and going for that IC title against Braun. So I think I was comfortable with putting him as the Wrestler of the Week, and he's got a strong running so far. Strong running this year.
I wrote down 3 names, and one of the names was Penta, and he's the one that edged out Pause because he actually wrestled this week, right?
Yeah.
The other 2 was Cena and Cody. They both had a great back and forth, a lot of aggression, and they didn't even touch each other. That's another thing too. Like these 2 did not even touch each other, and they had the crowd hype.
Yeah. So you just want to see them touch each other, is what you're saying.
Yeah, they got to grab each other. But yeah, for that, I would say Cero Miedo is my wrestler.
Take another shot. Take another shot, listeners. Unless you're driving or you plan on driving. If you're at home listening to this, it's 2 shots to you.
2 shots to the face. All right. Wonder, where can the people follow you? Anything you want to shout out? All that good stuff.
The Will Wonder Show on Instagram. I promise at some point I'm coming back with content. It's just been a crazy time. That's probably it. DJ Will Wonder on Twitter. It's always been a shit show there. It's been a shit show. It's probably going to be even worse going forward. And yeah, that's all I got. Listen to Dre's new. Well, I don't. This is the thing. This is the thing with my friend Dre. I'm going to say this like he's not here. Dre puts out like 400 episodes a month. So the newest episode that I heard is with DJ Afrolicious, who is actually a wrestler as well, which was really dope. So make sure you check out Dre's podcast as well as his Patreon, as well as his OnlyFans, his Farmers Only, whatever else he has going on.
I haven't seen those commercials in a long time. I used to love that jingle. You don't have to be lonely at farmersonly.com.
Well, they took away a lot of funding, and when I say they, I mean Donald Trump took away a lot of funding from our local farmers, so they don't even have homes or internet now. So,
sheesh, man, it's crazy times, man. It's crazy times.
It's hard out here for a farmer. Go ahead.
To echo what Wonder said, if you want to check out my latest episodes of the Unrestricted Show, you can go and check it out at allrock.com. You can find it on YouTube, however you get your podcast. I am going to be at the Fierce Fighting Championship number 30. No, is this 40? I think it's 40 at the Masonic Temple in April 14th, I believe. Maybe I'll put the ad in, if you're okay with it. I'll put the ad in the middle of this episode.
Do it.
Maybe before, maybe after. But yeah. So if you're in Utah, if you're in the local Utah, Salt Lake City area, come watch some Utah MMA. These guys and girls put on a show, and I am going to start bringing posters. I'm going to mix the WWE, the wrestling culture with mixed martial arts. I never see signs at mixed martial arts shows.
Oh, nice.
I'm bringing the signs. I am going to make some cool signs and hopefully start this trend where supporters can actually have some fun in the crowd,
That's dope. That's a good idea.
So yeah, I'm gonna be working on signs over the next few weeks. I'm gonna have multiple. My good friend Kent Mafaleo, he's the main event, so maybe I'll do something like Kent 316 or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Something cool, something fun like that. I think will be cool.
Yeah.
And the people that know, they'll know.
If you know, you know.
All right, Wonder.
Kent has Cero Mero. That's another shot for the listeners if you're not driving or planning on driving.
We're out. Peace.